People lovers, hello and welcome to the channel. It's the Eradicator coming to you with the latest news regarding Star Citizen and Alpha 3.10 evocati, which is still in evocati. It's a forever evocati phase. I mean, it's already July 15th. At some point, I'm really wondering if 3.10 is going to be released this month. I mean, it could be very well released at the beginning of August at this pace. I mean, we're having days when the devs are not releasing any evocati patches, like it is today, for example. So if they have to wait between 2 or 3 days between each evocati patch, and it seems that the patches are not getting better. Sure, some fixes are being fixed, but eventually new major game-breaking bugs are also making their way into the patch as a sort of a replacement. So it seems that the devs are really struggling here with that Star Citizen about 3.10, and we're going to talk about what is going on here in this video. First, let's have a quick look about the bug fixes. They fixed 3 client crashes, 3 server clashes, but some of the major bug fixes include fixed a missing personal inventory storage on medium and heavy armor, which, of course, if you wear those heavy armor, you do want to have extra inventory. Missile warning: HUD text should now update correctly when successfully evading a message. Oh, that's a long-standing bug because we haven't seen that in a very long time. They fixed missing areas of gravity on the surface of Delamar. Grey cut rock extraction laser and tractor beam, and the audio should now remain playing after they should no longer remain playing after being turned off. Security interdiction should now correctly span security ships. Caterpillar's Atmo entry effects should no longer clip through the interior nose of the ship. Players should no longer be able to jump through the windows of their habs at New Babish. That was a funny one. And they fixed the missing staircase at the end of the prison escape routes for those of you who like to escape prison. They've improved the visibility of the arrival and departure splines at landing zones. They've also the distance at which restricted area warnings becomes visible should now increase based on the ship speed. They've done a couple of tweaks here with the Gladiator HP to avoid weak spots on Bombay doors, apparently. It's good that the Gladiator is getting a little bit of love. They added junk site station as objectives for drug production delivery missions, and they've also implemented 3D targeting reticles, 3D hit feedback animation, and 3D targeting reticle intro switch target animation. So that is for targeting HUD updates. Now let's go back to the known issues, and once more we are having 20 lines here of known issues. I'm just going to go over the known issues that have recently popped up here with this patch. It's the K patch. Yes, the K patch. Targeting another ship will cause the client to crash. Ouch! Ouch, ouch, ouch. If you target another ship and your game crashes, obviously this is pretty bad. Let's hope that this one gets fixed. It's probably the reason why we don't have any evocati patches today. Probably the devs were not able to figure out what was causing this bug on time for a release today, and the reason probably why we are hopefully getting a build tomorrow if they can find that reason. Next, the targeting pips are missing, which I don't think is much of a bad thing, because, you know, I like to mention Star Wars Squadron. In Star Wars Squadrons, you are not going to have any pips. In Star Wars Squadrons, if you want to hit a fighter, you will have to get as close as possible and try to figure out where its next destination, not destination, but where its next position is going to be, and plan and fire adequately at the right time. And I think that this is the kind of, you know, World War II feeling that that is kind of missing in Star Citizen when it comes to .5. Anyway, I'm extrapolating because I'm talking about a game that has not been released, that will be released in October. But nevertheless, I find it very intriguing that Star Wars Squadrons is going a completely different way by removing pips and letting players trust their feelings. I really wonder. I wish I had been an evocati to be able to figure out by myself, you know, if this could have been a good thing or not. especially now that they are encouraging players to fight at lower speeds. Players are not able to join friends PU instance from the main menu. Yeah, that's pretty bad. Landing gear will take multiple presses of the keybind to activate. So yeah, gonna have to press that landing gear key. Just work, and then finally eventually it works, right? Hostile underground facility tours are labeled placeholder. That's probably looking quite fun. That must be looking quite fun from inside. Obviously it should not be like that. Listen to that, guys. This one is pretty bad. When leaving an exit spline in some large ships, the ships will not re-enter the spline correctly and fall towards the planet without returning control to the player. The old bug was fixed. It's coming back, unfortunately, and all of the other bugs are all the bugs that either appeared at the very beginning of this alpha phase or were here before from previous patches. So this raises a little bit of concern for me because if I remember correctly, Star Citizen Alpha 3.10 went into evocati phase exactly 20 days ago. That was on, if I'm correct, that was on June 25th. Even before that, so almost we're almost a month. I mean, probably a couple of days will be a month since the beginning of the evocati phase. I know that we've seen longer evocati phase, but come on, this is not going to be a major release. This is more kind of like a polish patch with, of course, some new features, but mostly polishing. And I find it really worrisome that patch after patch after patch, it keeps on being delayed over and over and over again. And I know that some people are going to say, but Rad, it's because of the current situation, the world situation right now, and the devs have to be working at home. This is not a valid criticism, in my opinion, because yeah, sure, they are working from home, but by now they've been working from home for months now. So I'm sure that they must have found some standards of procedures that allows them to work as effectively from home as if they were working in an office. Not to mention that they don't need to commute, they don't need to worry about spending time from their home to the office, in traffic jams or in transportation. So eventually, as someone who also works from home, working from home is very convenient. Working from home actually, I think, makes me more productive because sometimes if I'm bored, well, I'm gonna work. See what I mean? And I can totally imagine that also being the case with some devs. Imagine they're in England. The weather is not always great in England. The weather is bad, for example. When it's Saturday or Sunday, what I'm gonna do? There's nothing on TV. Girlfriend is out shopping, maybe, whatever. Well, I'm gonna work a little bit. These are things that do happen. So that's why I think that the current situation right now is no longer an excuse for the delay. I just wish that we had a little bit more transparency from CIG because they're not communicating. They're not telling us what's going on. They've been telling us, Star Citizen Alpha 3.10 release is imminent. Yeah, they've been saying that 3 weeks ago. It's been imminent for 3 weeks already. 3 weeks is not imminent, especially considering that we're supposed to have a new patch every quarter. So they need to be telling us what is going on, what is slowing them down. And I think that it's a shame that we have to rely on leaks and evocati rumors to be informed of the delays and why it's taking too long. I think that CIG should be telling us, hey, we are having problems right now with this specific line of coding that is creating some major game-breaking issues. We'll keep you updated, we'll keep you posted. CIG must communicate on that. They are not. I think that it really reflects what's going on with, for example, the Squadron 42 video. Where's the Squadron 42 video? They've been talking about it for such a long time now, and we're still not even we don't even know when it's going to be, what it's going to be about, how long it's going to be. If you go to Spectrum, for example, on Spectrum, people are actually making posts daily telling us how long it's been since the Squadron 42 was released. So the day At the time I'm doing this video, according to Corendian on Spectrum, who is keeping records, it's been 122 days since we were promised a new Squadron 42 update, and 6 weeks since we've heard anything new on the subject. CIG, you've got to do better. And that's all for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit those like and subscribe button if you like that kind of content. Also, at 10,000 subscribers, guys, we're almost there. And according to my data, 55% of my viewers are not subscribers. So please, please, please make a little effort. Press that subscribe button. It really helps a lot. At 10,000 subscribers, we are unlocking an extra giveaway. So I really want to give away to you guys that $25 gift card. So let's do that, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for more Star Citizen content. This is the Eradicator, and I'll see you guys later.